I will never forget this ice storm in Tennessee. It was 2015 and it was in February and it was horrible. I mean, it was the end of February and we woke up the next morning and the ice was everywhere. Where I'm walking in now is not snow, it's ice. It's pure ice everywhere. It was so bad that we lost electricity for 5 days. I remember my husband Billy was gone with the military for that week, so he wasn't even there to help get a fire started or, get our van out of our driveway. We could not get out of our driveway, even in a four-wheel drive. It was horrible. We kept getting stuck in four-wheel drive like 4 or 5 times. And it was so cold. It got like the -12s and stuff, and it was really cold. And with 6 kids, alone by myself. This is us in the van right now, trying to stay warm because it was too cold in the house to stay in there. We had our coats and toboggans and everything on, and all the wood was wet, so we couldn't make a fire very well. So we stayed most of our time in the van that first day with the heater on because it was so cold. Eventually that night, though, thank the Lord, we had friends that came and got us, and we stayed with them in town that had power for a little while. And then the next day we came back hoping that we would have power, and we didn't. We waited for a long time. I mean, a long, long time, trying to see if we can get power back and everything, and it never happened. So my parents were able to come down and take us back to their house about 2 hours away. But we had to be pulled out of the driveway by chains, and it was horrible. But I'm so thankful that we had people there. As you could see, we are trying to burn any kind of cardboard necessary to try to help this because it was really bad. All our wood was wet and we had nothing else to burn. And Walmart was not allowing any more than 10 people in at a time. And I mean, I couldn't even get out of my driveway, so there was no point in me even trying to think about Walmart anyway. I remember that all throughout the county and statewide, it was an emergency. The governor actually called it a level 2 disaster, state of emergency. It was horrible. I had never seen so many linemen and so many people out throughout the county, surrounding counties out. And the devastation out of electricity and cold for a week or more, and people having to call their insurance company just to get the money back for the food that was ruined in their freezers and refrigerators. This is a picture of our babies sitting there on our bed trying to stay warm through it all. I've never experienced something like this in my life. It truly showed me that I am not a pioneer woman at all. But thank the Lord that I had parents and friends that were there willing to step up and help when my husband was out of town and when we couldn't get out of our driveway. I will never forget this ice storm of 2015.